Welcome back. Today, we are digging deeper into the Earth's most incredible geographic phenomena. You might have seen the headlines, but the true stories behind these locations are even stranger. From craters that have burned for decades to waterfalls of blood, we are exploring 8 sites that challenge our understanding of geology. Let's unravel the science behind the mystery. Deep in the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan lies the Darvaza gas crater, a fiery pit the size of an American football field. Locals call it the door to hell. It formed in 1971 when a Soviet drilling rig collapsed into a cavern. Fearing the release of poisonous methane gas, scientists made a decision that would change the landscape forever. They lit it on fire. They expected it to burn out in a few weeks. Instead, fed by massive underground natural gas reserves, it has been burning for over 50 years. Interestingly, recent reports suggest the fires are finally beginning to fade. In Antarctica's McMurdo Dry Valleys, a gruesome sight pours from the Taylor Glacier. Known as Blood Falls, this crimson stream was first discovered in 1911 by geologist Griffith Taylor. For a century, its source was a mystery. We now know it comes from a subglacial lake trapped beneath 400 meters of ice for over 5 million years. This water is 3 times salter than the ocean. The deep red color isn't algae, as originally thought. It's iron. When this iron-rich water finally reaches the surface and hits the air, it instantly oxidizes. Essentially, the glacier is rusting. Staring up at space from the Sahara Desert in Mauritania is the Rikhat structure, or the Eye of the Sahara. Spanning 40 kilometers wide, it is so massive it serves as a landmark for astronauts. Its perfect circular shape led early scientists to believe it was an asteroid impact crater. But the lack of shocked quartz proved them wrong. It is actually a deeply eroded geological dome. Over millions of years, erosion wore down the dome, exposing concentric layers of resistant quartzite rock, creating the bullseye pattern we see today. On the dry lake bed of Racetrack Playa and Death Valley, heavy stones appear to move on their own, leaving long, winding tracks behind them in the cracked mud. It took until 2014 to catch them in the act. The secret isn't gravity or magnetism, but a rare combination of rain, freezing winter nights, and wind. Thin, windowpane ice sheets form overnight. When they break up in the morning sun, light winds push these floating ice panels, which drag the rocks across the slippery mud like sails. On Middle Island off Western Australia, Lake Hillier shocks visitors with its bubblegum pink color. Unlike other pink lakes, this color is permanent. It doesn't change with the seasons. The culprit is biology. The lake is home to salt-loving microorganisms like Dunaliella salina. To protect themselves from the intense sun, they produce beta-carotene, the same red-orange pigment found in carrots. Look off the coast of Mauritius, and you might panic. It looks like the ocean is draining into a massive underwater abyss. But fear not, it is a spectacular optical illusion. The island sits on a shallow shelf. The waterfall is actually sand and silt being driven off the coastal shelf and plunging down into the deep ocean waters, which drop to over 4,000 meters nearby. The Great Blue Hole in Belize is a diver's paradise, a perfect dark circle in a sea of turquoise. It is over 300 meters across and 125 meters deep. It wasn't always underwater. During the last ice age, sea levels were lower, and this was a massive dry cave. When the ice melted and oceans rose, the cave flooded and the roof collapsed, creating this sinkhole. In China, the Danxia landforms look like they were painted by an artist. The name Danxia means reddish clouds, fitting for these vibrant sandstone cliffs. These are pseudo-karst formations, shaped not by limestone, but by red sandstone and conglomerate from the Cretaceous period, sculpted by millions of years of rain and wind. From rusting glaciers to underwater caves, our planet is a living, breathing puzzle. Which of these phenomena would you visit first? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.